What is going on YouTube? It is your girl Ray and welcome back. On today's video, we are going to be watching a hidden sacrifice ritual site in Florida, brought to you by one of my other favorite channels I love to watch on my spare time. The truth is, I knew I was eventually going to be able to post something on here from the Truth Is Network. I love that channel. They get deep, they are very right on the ball with everything that they're speaking on, and I just love their content. So big ups and shout out to The Truth Is. Okay, now big ups and shout out to the Raise World Gang. I see y'all and I salute road to 500. Listen, we are getting there. Okay, now it may not, why I keep saying now, why I'm saying it like that. If you are enjoying the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you everybody for all the love and support. Now, if I say now one more time, bruh. Now, I'm very excited for this video, and I wasn't going to watch it without y'all. Y'all should already know that by now. I mean, come on now. Y'all should know.
There are some places in the world that are so evil that you can feel the demonic energy when you're there. I know you guys have heard the stories of haunted houses or old native burial sites where the evil lingers in the air. While I don't believe in ghosts, I do believe there's a spiritual realm that coexists with our physical world. While I don't believe ghosts are what cause paranormal activity in many of these famous supernatural cases, I do believe some of these instances could be caused by demonic entities. While most stories of haunted locations are nonsense, one location that is believed to be haunted by demons is the abandoned Aerojet test facility deep in the Everglades of Florida, as it has real ties to a satanic cult and real sacrifice rituals. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be talking about the YouTuber who accidentally stumbled upon a sacrifice site in the Everglades of Florida. Let's get right into it. We live in a physical world that coexists with the spiritual world, and sometimes those two worlds collide. While I don't believe in ghost stories, I do believe that demonic forces do exist. Many people who practice the occult and join cults dedicate their lives to serving many demons and deities. I believe in rare occasions, demonic energy can attach itself to someone or a location, especially in places where satanic cults gather to do their rituals for these demonic entities. Places these demons attach themselves to often experience unexplained evil. This is exactly what's taken place in the abandoned Aerojet rocket testing facility in the Everglades of Florida. While you might be thinking that an old abandoned rocket testing facility site would be the last place demons will reside, well, the thing is, this isn't just any old testing facility. It actually belonged to the rocket scientist Jack Parsons. Now, if you saw my video on Hollywood putting real rituals in the Strange Angel TV show, then you should know exactly who Jack Parsons is. For those who didn't see that episode, Jack Parsons was a famed rocket scientist who was living a double life. By day, he worked on developing the technology that powered rocket ships, and by night, he was the grand magus of a satanic sex cult called the Lima. Jack Parsons was a devout follower of the infamous occultist Aleister Crowley. He was actually chosen by Crowley himself to become the grand magus of his lodge. The government knew Jack Parsons was an occultist and a Satanist, as they discovered it when they did a background check on him. Even though they knew he was participating in satanic rituals, he was still hired to work on the development on the first engine used to power rockets. He was given millions of dollars, and then he used that money to buy a mansion that he turned into a lodge. Parsons would perform occult rituals every single day, and it's actually believed he passed away while doing one of those very rituals. One of the most interesting details about Jack Parsons was how he used occult magic to create the fuel that made him rich. Jack Parsons actually uncovered the science he used to make the engine while performing an occult ritual. So technically, the development of the rocket ship was possible due to occult magic, which is definitely suspicious if you ask me. Jack Parsons owned a company called Aerojet and had a secret testing facility in the Florida Everglades. This facility was supposed to be used to work and test rockets, but much more sinister things were taking place there, as you will soon see. Jack realized that this testing facility was the best location to practice his satanic rituals, as it was in the middle of nowhere. While he worked on rocket ships, he was also performing satanic occult rituals. Parsons ended up passing away at the very young age of 37 years old, mysteriously in what many people think was a ritual gone wrong. It wasn't long after his passing that his facility was closed down and forgotten, or so we thought, as the area was still being used by occultists to this very day, becoming a hotspot for occultists looking to perform satanic rituals. That's exactly what this YouTuber Mike Kimmel, otherwise known as Python Cowboy, accidentally discovered. Mike Kimmel is a YouTuber who makes content about catching reptiles. One night back in April 2019, Mike was hunting for pythons in the Florida Everglades when they ended up coming across the abandoned Aerojet facility. Mike was told that he would be able to find pythons in that abandoned facility. When he got there, he found way more than just pythons. He found an active satanic ritual site instead of just pythons. Mike recorded all he saw, and what he saw was truly haunting and disturbing. The very first thing he saw when he got
My thing is, why would you even go there at nighttime? You're going to get pythons. I don't know nothing about like the hunting community or how that works, but like, why would you go at night? I'm not going to go get no snakes at no nighttime. I'm going broad daylight with a squad full of people too. Like what? I'm not going. First of all, I'm researching on wherever place I'm going to. I'm not walking into no abandoned place in the middle of nowhere to go find some snakes. It was never that deep. I'm guaranteed them snakes probably cost a lot of money, but the cost of your life. I'm not doing it. Mess around, you over here trying to catch snakes and they catch you. Now you the sacrifice. Nope, I'll pass.
got there was a pile of rocks with an inverted cross sticking out the top. He also notices several spray painted inverted crosses everywhere. We all know inverted crosses are a representation of the Antichrist. This is what he was greeted with, which is not a good sign at all. As he approached the rock pile, he noticed a baby doll with an eye plucked out and inverted crosses painted on its head in ashes. Even more disturbing, when Mike lifted the rock pile, he noticed that the doll had a little red corn snake wrapped around his neck. He decided to pick up the snake when he noticed it was bleeding from its rear.
And first corner and turning into the facility, see a very large rock pile. On top of that rock pile is a upside down wooden cross, and there's upside down red spray painted crosses all over this rock pile. And there was actually a little doll on the bottom of the rocks. There was a upside down ash cross put on its forehead. And what was really extra odd about this was there was actually a little red corn snake wrapped around the doll when I came up on it, wrapped around its neck. It started to move as I kind of started to approach it. And I did grab it, got a hold of it. Probably one of the stranger things I've come across. The snake wasn't damaged or hurt in any way. I picked it up right off the rocks, and it was actually bleeding from it. The snake's maybe about a foot long. And I've caught a lot of snakes in my time, and none of them have been bleeding. So that was a new one for me, a little strange for sure. Not quite sure what caused it, but the rest of the night turned out to be very strange as well. Battling gators, stealing my GoPro. If it could happen, it was happening to us. It was definitely a bad juju night. Leaving from that rock pile, kind of regretting that I touched that snake, interacted with any kind of this juju out here. Especially when I started to find some more of the stuff I found. Leaving that rock pile.
As you saw for yourself, he picked up the snake and immediately began to regret it as he realized this snake was most likely used in some sort of satanic ritual. Snakes are often used in many occult rituals, as the serpent is a representation of Lucifer. After seeing this,
Bro, you go anywhere you see some stuff like that, don't touch nothing. I don't care if it was 500. Okay, ODN. 5 python snakes sitting there waiting for you that you can say they're staying there. Like, look at the rock pile. Why are you touching stuff, bro? Why are you touching stuff? Like, you can look, you know that saying look but don't touch. That's what you should have did. You should not have picked that up. That is that even I think he said what was that? A rattlesnake? That's not even a snake you're looking for, and you up here picking stuff up. Oh, it looks like it's let me examine it. It looks like it's bleeding from the bottom. I don't care, bro. I'm out. That little snake gonna stay right there because I guarantee you whoever put it there are not far from where you are. They're probably looking and watching you the whole time. Like, better okay.
Mike to change his mind about hunting for pythons in this facility, but he decided to keep on looking. The next thing Mike ends up running into was a spray painted message on the ground in Latin. He claims that he later went on to translate it, finding out it was a warning to stay out of the area.
like 50-foot spray painting of what turns out to be Latin. Whatever that says, I ain't reading it out loud. And translated after I left there, it turns to say something along the lines of turn around, he's watching, run, hide, flee. You get the idea, you know.
From there, he ended up finding a room in the facility that had a huge pentagram sprayed painted on the ground. In the middle of the pentagram, they found a chair that was missing a leg with a red stain on the ground close by. This was alarming to Mike as he felt the stain on the ground was rather fresh.
And of course, we didn't know what the hell it said, so we just kept on and pushing on, trying to catch a damn snake. So moving further through the complex, I start to get to some of the bigger buildings. And I mean, these buildings, again, have been abandoned since the Cold War. What is it, the 50s or 60s? And they're covered in spray paint, a lot of cool different graffiti. But there's more than just graffiti tonight. We found actually like probably a 50-foot pentagram, red spray painted pentagram.
Yeah, let's get out of that room. So many upside down crosses yet, dude.
In the middle of the pentagram was a 3-legged chair, and at the base of that chair was what looked like a pretty large blood stain. Pretty fresh, not real old, and definitely looked like sin was possibly sacrificed or I don't know what, but definitely kind of a spooky situation. Really looking like, you know, they were trying to do some kind of ritual or who knows what. Y'all are going to call me crazy for saying this. Actually, I was about walking into that room. Something grabbed my leg, and I looked down, and it's one of them dolls on the ground there with its eyes plugged out. Same cross as the one I found out there. And I'm sure, you know, I just didn't see.
Bro said something grabbed my leg. I looked down and it was one of those doll things with the eyes gouged out. It is time to go and get up out of there. I'm trying to tell you. Time to leave. Go. What? Why are we continuing on, bro? The first little pile would have, so that's a clear message to go and get. That is a non-trespassing murder on site. Sorry for saying the N-word. Hurt you on site. You do not belong here. You need to go. I don't need nothing in no other languages telling me that. I feel like that would have let my body language know to turn around. Whoever's idea, see, this is why people get hurt. Curiosity killed the cat. What are we doing? Time to go. He said he looked down, something grabbed his head. He looked down, saw a doll. I'm gone, bro. What in the bye.
See it, and I kicked it while I was walking, but hey, it was a creepy night, y'all. And I swear to y'all, it felt like that sucker grabbed my leg while I was walking. But you call me crazy.
And he laughing about it.
So I proceed from the sacrifice room, whatever you want to call it, and I start making my way deep up into this building. And, you know, there's just more and more stuff, seeing more satanic stuff spray painted on the walls. I actually came across this little room. I mean, there was stuff on the wall talking about sacrificing little kids.
Sacrifice.
We gave her to the devil, all kinds of just terrible, terrible stuff. There was actually a little girl's nightgown. I'm sure it was spray painted red, but, you know, it was meant to look like blood. Who knows at this point? It could have been nailed to the wall.
As you saw for yourself, Mike stumbled upon a real sacrifice ritual site. In certain parts of his footage, you can see where they spray painted the word sacrifice. Just by looking at the footage, you can see the evil coming from that location. I honestly believe real sacrifices are being done there, as Mike's footage even spawned a police investigation and news coverage. Due to how fresh that stain on the ground appeared, it looked like something was definitely sacrificed there recently. What I think is taking place at this facility is the continuation of Jack Parsons' cult. His followers must have continued to use this location for rituals and sacrifices. It's definitely not a coincidence that the owner of this facility was a Satanist and people were performing satanic rituals there. The media and many people try to deny the fact that there's secret cults that operate around our country and the world. Cults that look for places like these to perform their sacrifices and rituals. Like I said, while the Bohemian Grove and the Skull and Bones both have a mock sacrifice ritual, I believe the real sacrifice rituals are done in places like this. The places people don't really know about and never end up going to. This man just so happens to find all of this by chance, as it seems the only people that go there are homeless people and these occultists. God only knows what evil is being done in that abandoned facility. Isn't it strange that these facilities are just allowed to remain abandoned? The police could lock this place down and secure it. But even though they know about all the crimes that are happening there, they still do nothing about it. In my opinion, this is purposely done to allow for places for these rich elites to do their rituals. Remember, when Jack Parsons bought this facility, he was rich and a member of the elites. You know other elites went out to this facility to participate in rituals with Parsons. This footage is just further proof of the spiritual war we are in. Whether people want to believe it or not, this is happening. While some people are serving God, others are serving Lucifer and helping push his agenda. Well, I'm gonna end this one here, but before you guys go, I just wanted to ask you guys to like, comment, and share this video so others may see the truth. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Okay. Tell me what y'all think about that one. Do y'all really still think everything is fake and a lie? Everything, y'all been watching movies too much. Y'all think everything is fake. Y'all don't think nothing is real. Nothing is impossible. Tell me how y'all feel. Let me stop. Let me chill. But no, no, but all jokes aside, let me know how y'all feel about that video in the comments. I do believe there are a lot of ritual places everywhere in the US, in the world. I believe exactly what the truth is saying and explaining when it comes to that type of stuff. I do not think that is for the weak. I do not think it's for the people who watch movies too much and just think that none of this stuff is possible and think that, oh, then the government would have shut it down. As if some of those politicians, and I ain't gonna finish that statement, for those of you who are smart, know what I was going with that. But I feel like to each his own. It is your mind. You are free to receive whatever it is that you want to receive when it comes to that type of stuff. But for me, my eyes and my ears are open. I am very much awakened. How do you say it? Awake. I am very much awake. Awoke. I'm very much awake. And I feel like it's not nothing to play with. That stuff is serious. Like stigmata, like it's just like so many different things that I feel like people just don't believe. Y'all just really hard to like shake awake. Like y'all in comas. I feel like people are in walking comas. I gotta think like y'all comatose. Y'all walking comas. Like just walking, just drone bodies, just unable to receive or anything. They done desensitized so much stuff that y'all just like, we do not believe anything in which you are speaking. That is impossible according to chapter. So that's how y'all act like to me. Y'all act like robots. Like I just feel, I don't know. Not everybody. I'm not speaking to everybody, but it is a large amount of people that I am speaking to. And believe it or not, some of them probably gonna watch this video and probably gonna say some stuff, or they probably won't. Who cares? I don't care. But if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you do want to see more stuff like this, more realistic things like this, be sure to let me know in the comments. I do not mind. I'm with it. If you with it, I'm with it. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Be sure to spread love because it's enough hate in this world. And I'm out. Peace. I don't know why I gotta do something stupid every time I close.